Time stands still at Carnwood, for one girl has mysteriously disappeared. She has embarked on a strange and dangerous journey, a journey that transcends time and space. And inexplicably, she has found herself trapped in the past.
It's about time. Miss! Miss!
Mrs. Johnson!
What?
Mrs. Johnson! It's you! Then it was all just a dream.
What are you saying, young lady? Who is Mrs. Johnson?
You're not Mrs. Johnson?
Of course not. I never heard of a Mrs. Johnson.
Then who are you?
I'm Miss Cullens, Miss Abigail Cullens.
Can't be true. I must be dreaming.
I can assure you you're not.
How did I get to this room?
You fainted and you were brought here.
This dress. Why am I wearing this dress?
It belongs to one of the servants. The clothing you were wearing when you arrived was shockingly immodest, to say the least.
I don't understand any of this.
I find you difficult to understand. Increasingly so, the more I talk to you.
May I ask you a question? It may sound a bit strange.
What is it?
What year is this?
You don't know?
I'm not sure.
Well, you are an odd girl. It's 1795, of course.
This can't be happening to me.
I've answered enough questions. It's time for you to answer questions, and you better provide the right answers.
What is it that you want to know?
Who are you?
I'm Vicky Winters.
Vicky?
It's short for Victoria.
Victoria, that's better. What are you doing here, Victoria? You can't answer me. Why?
Because I'm not sure.
Why did you pretend to be Sarah's new governess?
I didn't pretend to be anyone. Sarah mistook me for her governess.
But you didn't deny it.
I was confused. I was asked if I was a governess, and I said yes.
Your answers are not very satisfactory.
They're the best answers that I can give you. I'm not sure how I got here. I know that may sound strange to you, but it's the most truthful answer I can give you.
Look at me.
What?
Let me look at you. Let me look deep into your eyes. Yes, I can see it. When did it happen?
When did what happen?
You are possessed.
Possessed?
Possessed by the devil.
What?
You are possessed by the devil. You needn't try to deny it. I can see it in your eyes.
That is ridiculous.
Is it?
Yes.
I am attuned to good and evil vibrations. I can tell when the devil is with us. He's always nearby, always trying to tempt us to his ways, trying to make us one of his own. And you have somehow become one of his handmaidens.
No.
Yes, you needn't try to deny it. I can see it in your eyes. What are you doing here? Why are you trying to harm this family?
I'm not trying to harm anyone in this house. I love the Collins family.
You love us? How can you love us? You don't even know the Collins.
No, but
Ah, a lie is the plaything of the devil. Of course you would look innocent and lie, but don't think that I will believe you.
I'm not lying. I'm not.
I must think how to deal with you.
What are you going to do?
First, I must burn the clothing that you arrived in.
Burn it? Why?
There's a taint of evil on it. It must be burned. It must be destroyed.
No, you can't burn it. I'm going to need those when I go back where I came from. Please.
I must think how to deal with you.
What do you mean?
I can't let you leave here. The evil in you may return in another form.
You can't make me stay here if I don't want to.
We'll see about that.
Where are you going?
To burn these clothes.
No, you can't. No, please don't lock me in here. You can't lock me in here.
Who's there?
Burke! You're alive! You're alive!
I'm afraid I...
You're not Burke. Of course you couldn't be. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. I'm not. I must resemble someone you know. Is that it?
Yes.
Obviously, it's someone you care about.
They told me that he's dead. But I know he isn't. And when I saw you, I thought he'd come back to me. I thought he'd come back.
Don't cry.
Can't help it.
I understand. But here, take my handkerchief. Dry your eyes.
Thank you. You're very kind. I'm sorry I behaved like that.
Stop saying you're sorry. I'm the one who's sorry. For not being the man you thought I was.
Who are you?
Jeremiah Collins.
Yes, of course.
Why do you say that?
Oh, because Mrs. Collins mentioned your name, that's all.
You must be the girl who came to the house this afternoon.
Yes, I'm Victoria Winters.
Everyone at the house is very mystified about you.
I know.
Where do you come from?
I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because you wouldn't believe me any more than any of the others have.
Oh, but you're not the original governess. The one who was coming to look after Sarah.
No, she's missing.
But somehow you arrived in her place.
Somehow.
Sarah has already taken a great liking to you, as my sister-in-law has.
Well, there are others in that house that haven't.
What do you mean?
Miss Collins, she accused me of being a witch.
Abigail?
Yes, she locked me in my room. She said I'm possessed by the devil and that she has to do something about it, deal with me.
Yes, that sounds like Abigail. She's obsessed by the subject of witches. And she gets worse as she gets older, but nobody listens to her except Joshua, and I don't know why he does.
Well, she did lock me in my room, and she took my clothes away to burn them.
She did that?
Yes, and I had to crawl out the window, and that's when I came here.
Why did you come here?
I
thought I'd be safe here. I can't explain why.
And now, where do you go from here?
I don't know. I can't go back to the house. But I have nowhere to go. I don't know what to do.
Well, I know. You're coming back to the main house with me.
No, I can't go back there.
You just said you have no place else to go.
I'm afraid. I don't want to.
Don't be afraid of Abigail. She won't do anything to you. I'll see to that.
How do you know that what she said about me isn't true?
Well, I trust Sarah's instincts more than I do Abigail's. And besides, I know you can't be a witch. Witches don't cry over men they love.
I don't know. I'm afraid to go back there.
Don't be afraid. I'll protect you. All you have to do is trust me. Do you trust me?
Yes.
And you'll come back to the main house with me?
Yes.
Come along.
Who is it?
Jeremiah Collins.
Come in. Did you find my clothes?
Abigail ordered one of the servant girls to burn them. Fortunately, I got to her in time. But you must keep them hidden. If Abigail knows you have them, she'll take them away from you again.
Yes, I'll be very careful about them. I'm so grateful to have them back.
They mean that much to you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to need them if I ever go back to the place that I came from. And I will. I will someday, somehow.
You still won't tell me where you came from.
Can't you never believe me?
All right. I'll accept that as an explanation.
Thank you.
The trouble is the others won't. Especially my brother Joshua, and he's the head of the family.
I know.
If you tell him what you told me, he'll either believe Abigail or he'll think you've lost your mind. Either way, you'll be in trouble.
What should I do?
We'll have to think of an explanation that will satisfy him. We'll have to decide who you are and why you came here. And we don't have much time to think. Joshua just came in. He'll be asking to see you in a moment.
Do you want me to lie to him?
You must. If you don't, you could be in real trouble. Even danger. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
I think we should turn her over to the authorities in Collinsport.
On what grounds?
She's in league with the devil.
How do you know that?
I can feel it. I can sense it. I get vibrations from her, evil vibrations.
May I say something?
Why, of course, my dear. You're always free to voice your opinion.
Everything that Abigail is saying is utter nonsense.
What?
It is utter nonsense. That girl is no more in league with the devil than I am. She's nothing but a sweet, frightened child.
And what is this sweet, frightened child doing here? Where did she come from?
I don't know that. There's a great deal about her I don't understand. But I do know one thing. What you're saying about her is wrong. It's more than wrong. It's twisted and cruel.
You're accusing me of being deliberately cruel to this girl?
You're capable of being cruel, Abigail. Enormously cruel.
Ask your wife to apologize to me at once.
You have gone a little far, Naomi, my dear.
I will not apologize. Not this time.
You've never spoken to me like this before.
Only because you're my husband's sister. And I've been told time after time to treat you with respect. But some things you do I don't respect. You can be malicious. You can harm people. I will not have you harm this girl the way you've harmed others.
Naomi!
I'm sorry, I mean everything I'm saying.
So, the little bird has finally found a tongue.
You can't call me that. I'm still mistress of this house.
When you're in any condition to run it.
That's not fair.
Ladies, please. If you don't stop this, Naomi, I shall have to ask you to go to your room.
Very well, Joshua. But please listen to me for once. We need a governess. Sarah's very fond of this girl already. At least give her a chance.
Naomi's right. You should keep the girl here.
Where did you come from?
And what do you know about this girl?
Only that she is the governess we sent for, and therefore she has a right to stay.
How do you know she's the governess? When she came, she couldn't explain who she was or where she came from.
I just had a very long talk with her.
And what did she tell you?
She still doesn't know for sure who she is. But everything she told me corresponds with the information that was with her references a month ago.
Except her name. Why is her name different?
She remembers that the carriage she was riding in turned over, but she doesn't remember anything after that. She found herself wandering through the woods, half dazed. And for some strange reason, the name Victoria Winters kept going through her mind. So when she arrived, she decided to use that name.
Well, why didn't she tell us this story when she arrived?
She was confused and frightened.
You really believe that?
I've no reason not to believe it, and neither do you.
Obviously, this girl's beauty has bewitched you.
Obviously, it's made you envious.
What do you mean by that?
Never mind. The point is, Joshua, that you must decide whether she stays or goes. Unless, of course, Abigail has taken over as head of the household.
So, my little brother has turned against me now, too?
Be quiet, Abigail.
What?
Jeremiah's right. I'll decide whether or not the girl will stay. Clear out of here, all of you. Tell the girl I want to see her. Now. Miss Winters?
Yes?
Why are you staring at me?
Was I staring? I'm sorry.
Come here. I'm given to understand that you were behaving rather strangely when you arrived.
There was an accident on the way. The carriage...
Yes, you need not bother to explain. My younger brother has already done so. Do you read and write?
Of course.
Well, it's not a natural assumption. Many people don't these days. What are your other qualifications?
I know some history and English literature and mathematics. I know a little bit about music. I play the...
The clavichord?
Yes.
Well, if what you're telling me is true, you're extremely well educated. Where did you receive your education?
I was brought up in a foundling home in Boston. I learned what I know there.
I see. Kindly step over here in the light. Well, you look intelligent. You seem perfectly harmless.
Perfectly harmless.
Forget I said that. We need a governess, and you are here. I'm willing to give you a chance.
Thank you.
But you must understand, I'm engaging you only on a trial basis. If at any time and for any reason I decide to discharge you, you must go immediately.
I understand.
Your wages will be $4 a month.
$4.
If that amount is unsatisfactory,
No,
I can easily get someone else.
no, it's fine.
Food and lodging will be provided, of course. Your duties will begin tomorrow morning. Be in the nursery at 8. Sarah will be dressed and ready for you.
I'll be there.
Good. You may go now.
You made the right decision, Joshua. You won't regret it.
Were you eavesdropping?
I was standing on the stairs. I couldn't help overhearing.
You were eavesdropping. I have spoken to you about this before, Naomi.
So was I.
You too? Can't I have a conversation in this house without all the women hiding in corners, listening to every word I say?
Her beauty has bewitched you too, but you cannot see beyond it to see the evil hidden there.
Nonsense.
Joshua, do you remember what our dear mother used to say?
She used to say a great many things.
When the face of evil presents itself. Go on, you finish it.
When the face of evil presents itself, it must be crushed.
It must be crushed, destroyed. Remember that, Joshua. Remember that well.